like this. It's like a lot of cactuses, cacti in the desert. Not understanding why the daisies want to talk about the weather. The cactuses can have good hearts, they can be intelligent, very well educated, caring, but they're cactuses.
Yep.
I know I meant to say cacti, but it just doesn't feel right, you know?
You know what you're saying. Go ahead, sis.
I know where you're going.
So the desert is built for some plants and not for others. And I'm a cactus. I was raised as a cactus. And part of that process for me, growing up in Bermuda and in other countries, I spent a little time away, getting papers or whatever. Part of that process is that I learned, even from very caring, kind cactuses, I learned not to trust the daisies. And the daisies didn't know anything about the weather. So I thought I could be a really good judge of whether the weather was comfortable and whether we could all just get along. Because I was taught, don't listen to the daisies, the history of the daisies was never supplied to me, or many, many others in this island, whether they are white or black, Bermudian or foreigner. But I know for me it was very, very easy to not know our history, and it was very, very easy to not know that when my parents were received into the population of this island and received status in the 60s and 70s, I didn't have to know that that undermined democracy for this country. I didn't have to know there was a cost to that. I didn't have to know that it was like them being invited into the third row of a concert. And there's a lot of rows behind them of people in the concert. And they were just looking forward, looking at the concert. They were just doing what they do, just the way lots of guest workers do when they come here. Being lovely people, going about their day, saying good morning. And because this issue is so divisive, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to give me grief for being up here today.
That's my problem.
But I want to speak to their hearts. I'm not here as a messenger of hate. The problem is that people who look like me can look at this gathering and think that it's hateful. That's a problem. That they're not even hearing the words that are being said. How can people be hateful if they're just saying, can we have a conversation where all our voices are there? We know there's a role. We're not stupid. We know there's a role for guest workers. We know it's essential. It's essential. We know that. We're not stupid. So, please don't look at this group and see hate, see something that some people who don't understand, that don't want to work side by side with people from other countries, with other cultures. Bermuda's always been about that.
All right.
All it means, though, that is that if I were standing right now thinking I've been here a long time and it would be really nice if I could stay. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be able to stay. I'm saying if it were me, I would want to know that part of my being allowed here is disempowering other people. Just know the entire picture. You bring things to the island, you bring good, you teach your children well, all of that. But learn our history. Learn the history of the country that you want to join. That is how we have a less divided Bermuda. That is how we have a less divided Bermuda. There should be much more people on this hill, not just people that are here. And it's because it's easier for people to think that people up here don't really understand the situation or they're hateful, and it's not the case. This is about a full conversation. This is about democracy. This is about making sure that the impact of our immigration policy has the most positive benefits for Bermuda and the least negative benefits for Bermuda. Negative, you know.
Yes.